Hi. I'm so bloody freaking tired. I went to FEMA today. It was FEMA day. And that meant driving to KL, which is like 10 miles from here or so. And their FEMA is set up at the high school in KL. And so you go in and you play this musical chairs thing until you meet with a representative. And then they take you to all the people who are there to help you. Um, there's people to help with taxes. There's um, SBA. There's the USDA for agriculture. And it actually started on Friday. And I waited till Monday because I knew the lines would be crazy. And today there was hardly a line at all. But I still managed to not get much done because I signed up online. They said you could sign up online. And apparently there's some mess up in their computer system. And they couldn't access my account, nor can I. And they couldn't delete it either. Which meant that they couldn't actually do anything FEMA-wise. So then I met with the Red Cross, and the Red Cross can help with gas cards and gift cards and I don't know what else, but they said it's enough to help. And then FEMA said when my stuff does go through, they can help. They actually will pay for a rental for a period of time. But this was all very like gray area stuff because I'm not in the system, or I'm in the system but can't access me in the system. So I'm not going anywhere anyways, so I'll sound like a hillbilly anyways. I'm tired, guys. Because I was there for like, I don't know, 4 hours. And I met with as many people as I could, even if I didn't think there was a reason to. Just to see if there was a reason to. So I recommend that because I did discover a couple of things that I wouldn't otherwise, like the fact that my land is agricultural and I was, growing things there and planning on growing more things, and I had equipment that got taken. So that's something that would be covered by USD agriculture. So like my Honda 5000, which is, part of the INA now. My other tools, like goofy things like my OO bar and my, the stuff I was using to hand clear my land, my machete, my weed whacker, those things will actually be covered by them probably. So, but I can't get anything through Red Cross. I really can't get anything until FEMA can access my records. And I can't move forward with anything else until I get the letter of property destruction or something like that, which the county tax office gets. So that's going to take 3 to 5 days. Then I go back to KL to the FEMA and hope that the system is now allowing us to access the information and move forward. And I tried to meet with the SBA, but they've got this cockeyed system where all the other people that you meet with, you just get in line right where their little desks are. But SBA, you have to sign up when you first come in, and if you don't, then you get in line, but the people who signed up when they first came in bump you. So I sat there for like an hour waiting, and I was second, and then I was fourth. And then I was second, and then I was fourth. And finally I was like, I'm out of here. I'm done. So I still have to meet with them. And I'm kind of thinking, like, at least for now, if they will help with an apartment, I really need to have it a little bit easier. My body hurts so bad. I've been having some craniosacral work done and taking, massive amounts of supplements and drinking lots of water. But my body hurts so bad. I hobble around like a little old lady, and I'm not a little old lady. So I need to get into a situation that's just a little bit easier. So I'm thinking I might look for an apartment in Hilo for a little bit. The other thing is I hadn't mentioned is about Auntie Willie. And I don't know if you remember Auntie Willie. She was the one that I met when I first got here, and we just hit it off. And I didn't even realize for days that her full name was Wilhelmina, and then I lost it because, a few months ago I was going to go on Walkabout and change my name to Wilhelmina. Anyway, she graduated. She just graduated college. She got 3 degrees, and she's this amazing spirit person, wonderful, irreverent, kind, and one of the reasons I was upset last week is because she passed away. And I didn't want to talk about it because I wanted her family, to get regular, real notification before I talked about it, even though I don't think they're actually watching my videos, but they have seen some of them, and I just didn't want that to be the way it was announced. So this really wonderful spirit I never would have met if we hadn't been here at the shelter at the same time, and I really miss her, and I'm really grateful that I met her. She, there was this event where this person was up here, kind of crazy person, and was saying that Auntie Willie was a fake Hawaiian. So I kept calling her a fake Hawaiian, and then she found out she kept calling me a fake Howley, just like not really sure like if that like is redundant or crosses itself out. Anyway, then she found out that I was Jewish, and so I became her Jew-Wyan. So I'm either a fake Howley or a Jew-Wyan, but for knowing somebody for such a short period of time, I really loved her, and we had some great quality time, and I miss her, and I just wanted to let you guys know that this really important person to me has passed away. She is dying of cancer, and she knew it. She held on to graduate. 3 degrees. Amazing woman. So, even though lava is erupting and we're living in tents, life still goes on, and then it doesn't. And I'm really grateful I got to meet her. Really, really. So, that's kind of it. I went to Hilo today, and actually one of the most amazing things today, guys, was the sky, because it looked normal. Unless you looked in, that direction where the Fisher 8 is. The sky looked normal. It was a blue sky, and it was warm, and it just felt like normal, like maybe it's false hope or something. I don't care. It just felt normal. Even though I was at FEMA, the world at large felt normal. So looking forward to more days like that. Really missing the warm pond. Really, really. We all kind of talk about it an awful lot, and with all that we've lost, you'd think that, a silly little pond, but it's a place that so many of us spent so much time, or even people who didn't spend, every day there like some of us did. They would, they'd make treks across the island to go into the pond. I knew people would drive an hour and a half to go in the pond, and it's a special place. So Pele is busy making new special places for us, and I don't know, I just got this like big optimism thing going today where it feels like, I know we've got this lava river and all, but it just feels like it's getting to be over, and that's ridiculous, I know, because there's no sign that it's over, but it just feels different. So, we'll see what happens. I said this last night, and I'm going to say it again. It feels like things are going to happen this week, and I don't know what they are, but it feels like good things are going to happen this week. So we'll see how that works out. And I keep remembering something else I want to tell you, and I can't remember what it is. Okay. I had this dream. I dreamt that, believe it or not, I was in lava. And I've talked to a lot of people, we're all having lava dreams. And it doesn't mean nightmares, it's just lava is a character in all our dreams right now. And that's not surprising. But in this dream, I looked up towards this ridge. Of course, I was on an island, and I looked across the ridge, and it was like I was in an atoll, which is when there's an island and then water and then a rim around it. And we were on the inner place, and then there was water, and so I looked up at the rim, and this massive, massive tidal wave, like, like I don't know, it looked like it was like hundreds of feet tall, comes and hits against that outer ring, and then the surge hits the inner ring, and another massive tidal wave, and it comes up, and suddenly I'm drowning, but not dying, and then I was on an alien ship, so. But I thought it was interesting, the water, because water and fire balance each other. In Hero with a Thousand Faces with by Joseph Campbell, and in every spiritual practice, every religion that has gods and goddesses, the one, with very few exceptions, Pele being one of them, the god is always represented by fire. The fire is always represented by a god, and water by a goddess, Pele being the exception. But they always, in the pantheon of whatever religion it is, they always are connected, and there's always a balance. So I don't think we're having a tsunami. That's not what I'm saying. It's just that massive wave. It wasn't scary. It wasn't murky. It was very clear and beautiful, and it just swept us away. And we didn't die. We just went onto an alien ship. So anyway, it just, in a crazy way, it's like balance. Anyway, I'm going to bed early. I'm so freaking tired. But it was a FEMA episode, and we'll see how that continues to unfold. And I think it, as far as, my land and my stuff, I think I'm coming to terms with that. Like, it's just, what else are you going to do? It's gone. My stuff is gone. It's gone. Now, I don't want to let go of my land. I'm going to do everything I can, actually, to not let go of my land. So, mahalo for watching. I love you. Good night.